Hello, I'm Bill McMicken, and the topic of this video is the discussion forum in MyCC. Discussion forum or forum is found in every course when it's first created. It may not be used in every class, so it can be turned off for the students so they don't see it if you're not using it. But the discussion forum, when you click on it, opens up the forum portlet. If there's only one portlet on the page, it opens up directly. Otherwise, it'll say forum home at the bottom, and you'll have to click a second time to get it to open. As a faculty member, you'll have an edit forum capability that students won't see. You'll have a number of capabilities that you can get access to. Folders that have unread items will have green. Once everything has been read, they turn to a tan color folder. You can have some items that after you've turned off the ability to post to a particular discussion can be set to read only, and you can have hidden folders. In addition to that, you can have private discussions with students and the likes. When you come in, the couple of things here. The portlet on the right says recent post. These are the most recent postings that students put into the forum. So you only get 3 or 4 of those. If you wanted to go directly to that posting, you just click on it and it takes you right to what the student posted. So Ingrid Harris was responding to my posting here, and she did a quote of everything I did. I'll show you in a minute how to turn quotes off. But going back to forums, we see that we have some structure here. The title of the course, and then these are the topic folders. If I wanted to actually look at this a little bit differently, I probably should talk first a little bit about the structure. The forum is set up so that it has categories. And most people, or most classes, only have one category, and it has topics. So these are topic folders. Even though it says topics there, they're really topic folders. Underneath the topic folder, then, you would have posting 1. So you'd have your first topic, and this is done most of the time by the faculty. So this might be topic folder 1 here. And underneath a posting, the students make a reply. And this would be from students. And so you'd have reply 1 and perhaps and things like that. So you'd have your replies underneath them. If you have students making comments to each other, then essentially that's done by, this would be the reply of student 1 to student 2. And so students can reply to each other. So typically, if the faculty says, give me your observations on an article, and maybe perhaps attaches an article to their posting, the students can reply individually, and each student in turn can reply to each other. This gives you a message thread, so you can pull out the entire thread from the question that was initially asked to all the replies. If you don't do it this way and allow the students to put in their postings, you end up with no thread. All you do is have individual postings by the students. So within that structure, going back to the to one of the courses here, you can see that I have, this is a category, and for most of the courses I work with, we have one category, and I might have multiple topics. In this particular one, for 1 credit hour course, there are 4 postings by the faculty. You can get a lot more structure in here if you care to do that, but that's the simple way to do it. So if I click on D1, I see that I have a question being posed by the faculty member, and I have the students in class who are replying to it. You might have multiple pages of replies, but essentially you have all your students that reply to your posting. At the top of your particular posting, there's a view and reply options. I recommend the first time you go through this, you adjust those. I don't like to see just 5 per page, so I changed mine to 20. And I like to have discussion thread instead of chronological. I like to see who's replied to whom. Whether you use post and replies, it shows you everything, or single line post is a choice that you can make, and you can change it as often as you like. Finally, I uncheck to automatically quote, and I always show my picture. So out of the box, it doesn't come that way, but you only do that once per course, and your students would have to do that also to get it set up the way they want it to be set up. So once you have it, the structure like this, I can see that we have the initial posting by the faculty member, and then a reply by Shanice. And you can see here that Hong and John Birch each replied to Shanice. Now, if I want to read one of these, I can just simply click on the entry, and I can see exactly what she has replied in this particular case. So, a little bit about the setup. If I go back to forums here, and if I want to adjust these topics and categories, I have to go into Edit Forum. Typically, what you'll do at the beginning is you'll have one for every course, and this is typically entitled General. And I don't like General because it doesn't tell me anything. And there'll be there'll be a general category, and there'll be one topic. If I need to add a second category, I can do that. This might be MMG 725 financial issues, and I can add a particular category. I can restrict who gets to see it. That'll be a different video where we get into it. I don't recommend you handle removing posts. Some people will set it to remove post after so many days, and then they're unhappy that they've automatically deleted the student posts. That might be appropriate if you're running a chemistry club or something where after 90 days you want the old post to go away. And I save the category. So that gives me a second category here. Most courses don't really require 2 categories. And topics. I have graded discussions, so maybe I want to add a topic called Open Forum Discussion. And again, I can have some additional information that I type in. You can see that you're actually able to set begin dates and end dates, which we're not going to go into right now, but you could have a begin date and an end date on a topic folder. You could make it a private topic where only the faculty member sees it. That would be a private topic. Moderation. Moderation has to do with whether or not you want to review the entries before they become visible to the other students. So if you decide to moderate the forum, then you could actually have the opportunity to review everything that gets posted. And when I'm done, I hit save, and that takes care of all my setup. So I have again categories. This has 2, Essentials of Accounting and Financial, and it has 2 topics within this particular posting here. One of them says it's got nothing, it hasn't been read, and the other one has graded discussions. So I go to the top, the green back arrow, and I exit that. Now I'm looking at my discussion forum, and I can see the same structure here. Graded discussions. If I go to my open discussion forum, adding a post is simply a matter of clicking on Add a Post. So I take it, add a post like that. I could put in a web link if I wanted to. I could add images if I had pictures I wanted. I could attach a file so that a case study I could actually browse my desktop here, find that old case study that I want them to read, and attach it to my discussion. Oh, well, they don't want me to add that one. So try it again. It was too large. This is looking for a smaller case study. So you can't exceed 2 meg in your file that you're attaching here. Show my photo and hit submit. I could preview it ahead of time. But now I see my posting up here. A few things on postings is you can reply to your own post if you wanted to. I'll show you a post reply in a minute. But you can go back at any point in time and edit this particular posting. So if you don't like what you said, you can change the words. If you're replying to a student, you have the ability to post a private comment like and those are private comments that would show up for the student to see. So when they came in here, they'd say you need to answer the question fully. Would be a private comment just for that one student. If you wanted to email a student, you have an email capability built right in to your discussion forum. So that's pretty much the lay of the land in the discussion forums. I will tell you that it is possible here to click on this thing called user list. That'll give you your list of students, and as they do their postings, if I click on this little 7 up here for Carrie, it'll actually bring up the 7 postings that Carrie put into the file. So I can go ahead and read these things. I can read the replies from Carrie, and so I can see what she's actually posted to this assignment here. And again, if I wanted to make a comment to her, I can edit a student's work, or I can do a private comment, or I can hit the little email icon up here. This little blue eye, just for reference, gives you the actual email address if you wanted to send something directly to her. And that concludes the session. Thank you.